It's time to do a snack.
I think college is the first time that a lot of students are given true free reign over what they eat and when they eat it. Speaking personally, of course, there was this weird freedom that came with living in the dorms. You're telling me that I can have any of this whenever I want? What's the catch? Oh, that's the catch. And when I went to visit my friend Austin over the weekend, I was quickly reminded how expensive certain things can be. Now, part of me wants to say that this is because inflation is going absolutely bananas, and that I just wasn't good at using my money effectively. But another part of me wonders, just how much did the caf spike up the prices compared to your regular shop? So, in the name of science, and cause I'm hungry, how's about we take a gander at just how much certain items are priced from place to place? For this test, considering we're in a college dorm, I figured it'd be best to compare the snack food from the cafeteria to that found at two different locations, Walmart and Superstore. And to keep things absolutely even Steven, let's make a quick list of items to compare and contrast.
So I'm thinking, just to get like a good spread, we're gonna want to get like a juice or some kind of substitute, you know, just like your regular candy bars, maybe cookies. If we can find fruit or vegetables, I feel like we should put that on there too. I'm not sure how available fruit and vegetables are in the cafeteria, but I guess we'll see. And can you think of anything else? Cool, let's go.
So with that list in mind, we headed down to the cafeteria to see what we could find. Right away, I want to say that before we get to comparing prices, it is worth noting that the cafeteria does offer a big thing that other stores don't. Convenience. Not everyone is going to have time to go to the store, but everyone can pop over to the cafeteria to get a drink real quick. So keep that in mind as we move forward. That being said, my gosh, look at these prices. $6 for chips, $3.25 for a bottle of soda, same thing for a bottle of juice, a very small bottle of juice I might add. $2.50 for candy looks good on paper, but is still overpriced for other sweets. And while I didn't get 100% confirmation on the fruits and healthier options, I can safely say that for the price you're buying them, they are, in my opinion, not worth it. Again, the convenience is great, but some of this stuff feels more like robbery in my opinion. Like, I love Haagen-Dazs as much as the next guy, but this was like $10 for one little tub. The only thing here that's an A+ for me is the water, which I believe is free, minus the cup. So yeah, the caf prices weren't ideal, which is why we're now headed off to somewhere that'll hopefully be a little bit cheaper. Walmart! Once we got to Walmart, we found that things started to make sense again. Soda, $1.68 for a bottle, $3.98 for a 6-pack. Chips were on sale, 3 for $10. Cheap sweets and way more of them. Big juice bottles, very small prices. Water was $1.77, which... And fruit. Real, non-processed fruit. Oh, my scurvy will be cured in no time. Walmart wasn't messing around, clearly. But let's see how the big soup compares. And it's not bad. I don't think it's as good as Old Wally World, but they did have some items that Walmart didn't. This juice in particular is a great deal. These smaller ones last a lot longer than you think. The ice cream here is way better overall. This will last you at least a month. Baked goods are way more bang for your buck. 7 clams for a pack of cookies is pristine. Muffins, donuts, there's tons to choose from. So now that we have that data, I'm gonna throw some comparisons up on screen while I go over one last bit. As we can see, the traditional shops were, in most cases, far cheaper than the university prices. But there are a couple caveats with that. While I did talk about the convenience of the university's cafeteria, what I didn't mention was that for all these stops, me and Austin took my car. And this is important because when I was still living in the dorms, I had to rely on the bus to basically get anywhere. If I were to do a big shop, I'd be limited to how much I could carry on my person. Not to mention I'd have to deal with all the other pitfalls that come with bus ridership. With a car, I can get what I want and go wherever I want whenever it's convenient for me. So again, there is actual merit to the cafe, but I'd say you should moderate what you buy from there. If your college or university has a cafeteria with options like these, I'd say scout out the prices and compare them with other stores in the area, especially stuff that you go through very quickly, like juice and chips. Well, I certainly hope that was interesting. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.
I turned it on hot. This is starting to burn. Okay, that's enough.